Welcome on my road to 2500, and I have another subscriber challenging me. I actually do accept challenges, which some other guy doesn't. It's called Ray Enigma. That's the guy I'm challenging. I've been on my road to 2000 to challenge Ray Enigma. Winner keeps the suit. He's not accepting my challenges so far. Maybe one day he will. And yeah, in the meanwhile, I'm playing a bunch of subscribers, and yeah, so if you would like to do that as well, add me as a friend at chess.com. I will make sure to play a game. I think it's a lot of fun already, played against many of you. And yeah, just bishop to d3 here. In the meanwhile, I'm on my road to 2500, so I upgraded my plan, as you can see here, below here. So I'm at 2000 now, and I want to go to 2500. Let's develop the bishop over here. Sorry, the knight. He will likely go here, and I will castle. Maybe we'll play h3. Let's just play h3, because I don't want knight h5 to pick up my black square bishop, as it is a strong bishop. Let's castle first, pawn in the center, develop your pieces like I did, bring your king to safety, and then start doing the rest. So next I will simply get my rooks active and yeah, develop a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here, to be honest. So I'm already looking at sacrificing here. But I don't think it's the right moment for that. Yeah, because if I go here, this is a good move for him. But still, you know, if at some point that's not an option. Okay, this one I will simply retreat. He is also vulnerable here now, huh? So that's important. Of course, this is covered, but still. It is something to keep an eye on. Maybe queen here. To keep an eye on this pawn. Maybe queen here is also not an option. Oh, he goes there. Interesting move. But it gives a lot of weaknesses here, huh? But the question is, can I utilize it right away? I think I can. Takes bishop here. Sometimes it's that straightforward. Chess can be very straightforward, right? Takes, queen takes, only want to be able to take, and bishop here picks up queen. I think it works. Maybe it doesn't, but then I made a calculation error. And if he goes here, which he likely will, then there's two options for me. This is not an option. I was saying there's two options, but there is not. Well, maybe there is. Could go here, huh? So that's an option right here. Could go here, but then I'm pinning my queen, and then probably this is a good follow-up, and then I give up my knight. So the most straightforward move is to just go back. He's saying it's a brilliant sack. I'm saying thanks, bro. Oh, but you shouldn't take, huh? That's just a pawn. In the end, it's just a pawn. I will say, I think you shouldn't take. So that's something, huh? So if something happens like this, you can also just take your losses. It's very important in chess. Also in life, take your losses and just, you know, be happy with a pawn down, but now you will lose a queen. Now you'll lose a queen. And that is an even bigger loss. Right, so there were a lot of moves to be played here, but this just gives up the queen, which is unfortunate. Like I said, this would have been the better move. But okay. Let's take that queen. So now I have a queen for two pieces. Yeah, what about this move? What about this move? I can just simply drop back. But I'm also thinking about this move. Then I think he should drop back. I can't take here, because then the rook falls. Now I need to go back, probably here. And he gets some activity, which I don't want. So I think I should just retreat my rook all the way back. And the good thing for me is that he cannot take the pawn, because then I have b3. Right, so I'll just retreat. Now I am threatening this. He still can pin it, right? So that's something I need to keep in mind. And also giving up the pawn, so it doesn't work probably. Yeah, so this is... Bobby Fischer had a very famous game in the World Championship. It wasn't an endgame, but it was somewhat similar, where he took a pawn on the center of the board, the edge of the board. And what you can do is you can simply make sure that the bishop here doesn't have an advance square. But maybe it actually works here for my opponent, because you can protect the bishop here. But let's see. Let's see. I think he should have gone for this move to protect it, then go there. But okay. Here also I can just take my losses, go back. But I'm thinking that I can also just keep on attacking it, but then maybe just here. What about this move? What about just simply taking here? Takes, and go here. Probably that's how it will end up, huh? Yeah, so now, because you cannot really take with the knight, because then I'll take the bishop, so here, here. And if he wants to protect the defender, then I can simply take. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. And remember, I'm a queen up against a... what is it? A queen up against a piece, basically. So that's a lot of material. So let's go here. So, like I said, you need to defend this bishop. You can only do it with the knight, as he's already doing. So this is then the option to defend the defender. And then simply take it. He's saying that both of us played bad, maybe. But I think this is just very straightforward for me. Could go here though, but then I can drop back as well, or probably just even take here. Yeah, probably this is a good move. What if I take here? Take. Maybe I should just simply drop back. And yeah, then I have two pieces for the rook. But you want a bunch of pawns, so probably is right. That was definitely some better moves for me. Probably. Could also just go here. Maybe that's a good option. And then he has to take. Then I can take, and then I think this is a very good option. And if this moved, then I'll simply drop back, right? Because if then I were to take here, then takes might be difficult for me, as then you have this thing going on, but I can just defend this square still. So okay. Takes, and that's the thing, right? When passed pawns are connected, they are quite dangerous, but when they're not, and they're not now, yeah, then they're far from dangerous. So think I will simply just take here. So it takes back. And bring in the bishop, trade some more. I always have this check going on, huh? Bring in the bishop. This is, I think, a very interesting position, right? How do you want to handle this? I'm ahead, so I could have gone here. Check. This is very important to be mindful of, right? So in this position, if I would have gone here, king there, and taken this pawn, then this check is not too nice for me. Can still retreat my knight, but there is some back rank stuff. So I was like, let's get rid of the back rank stuff. Let's get the bishop over here. Let's trade the other bishop, and I still have this check. And I have an escape square now for my king. And I have a queen against a rook. A rook and a pawn actually, because he has a pawn extra. But these double pawns, they're not very scary for me. And he already has difficulties protecting these pawns. And to be more precise, these pawns will already start falling. I can also take this pawn first. We'll go here. Also threatening the fork, right? So let's just put it. If he goes here, then I'll have a check. Go back. Broken his pawn structure. Won a pawn as well. And he cannot really protect this pawn either, right? So that's an important detail as well. But yeah, maybe I will just go after this pawn instead, as that looks quite scary for him. Probably there will be checkmate. He said I missed his blunder. Maybe I did. I don't see it, to be honest. But that makes sense, because I missed it, according to my opponent. Said that I missed his blunder. Could be. But I think this is just very good for me. Check. I'll go here. Maybe he wants to start moving his pawns and then get a check. And I have a feeling that will end up in checkmate. Yeah, he says I missed a blunder. Yeah, maybe I did. Let's go here. Also could have gone after these pawns right away, but I think let's give a check. Check. And threaten some checkmate. At least the knight cannot come here anymore now, which is nice. This square is protected, huh? So need to be mindful of that. If I give a check here, I can go here. I think I will simply go here to threaten checkmate. Over here? Oh no, that's not the case because of the knight. But what I am threatening is to go here, maybe. Pick up the knight. Need to be mindful of this pawn, right? But I will. I think it's difficult for him to project everything here. And I will take it. He cannot defend, because then this is a checkmate. Indeed. So a lot of counterplay. If you want to be more sure, I think I would just advise you to, in this position, just go, what is it, this position? Just give a check and go after these pawns, right? That would have been maybe more easy. Well, not easy, but more risk-free, right? Threatening checkmate and also attacking the pawn. It's good that it didn't give a checkmate here, because my opponent just could have taken it with the knight, right? The knight is a good defender. So in this kind of position, you can also look for ways to attack that knight. This was also a move. This was also a move, but yeah. And I felt maybe at some point I could get into trouble. He goes there. And here I just want to be safe. Pick up the pawn. No counterplay at all anymore for my opponent. And yeah, I will go after this pawn. This is already a threat on the board now. Here he wants to go after this pawn, but yeah, this one was under attack, right? So a rook is a rook, and a full rook is a full rook. That's a knight. I have a feeling he's now just a bit done with everything, but I'm not gonna take the knight. I'll just go for the checkmate. So what is the fastest checkmate here? Check. He goes there. Check. And this is a checkmate. Checkmate, right? If he goes here, then I'll go here. Checkmate. Here. Oh. Here. Checkmate. So this is a checkmate in 2. Could be 1 if he goes here. So let's see. He has to go here or here for the longer game. Doesn't really matter. The checkmate would be the same. Check. Here. 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 And checkmate. Thanks for the game. And let's check out the game analysis. I played with a 96% accuracy, like a 2000. It's interesting that my opponent played like a 2050. Well, basically I was winning. Well, it's because of the rating. I actually played 2 brilliant moves in this game. So that's very nice. Let's see. And yeah, my opponent said I didn't see a blunder, but looking at the bar, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the bar shows that I basically played a perfect game. Yeah, so here you don't want to get rid of this bishop. Just keep it. Just drop it back, as it's very strong on this diagonal. This is not a good move, because it simply hangs a pawn. This is a brilliant move, but like I said, you don't have to take it. And maybe this is just a good move, but the computer prefers just walking away from everything. And then knight c7 is a good move for me after that. Rook b8 and yeah, maybe even bishop b1 to get my queen in, which is very instructive, right? And maybe get some g4 going at some point, but okay. Yeah, my opponent took, and this simply loses the queen. Then I drop back. This was the right move. Very instructive. The bishop doesn't have any escape. I thought this was the right move. Now the computer agrees. And then rook c7, I should just ignore everything here. But maybe I would have played this move. And then a5. King b2 maybe. Oh, well, just go after the bishop. But I think this was just all good, and here just, yeah, so this is very instructive. A second brilliant move in the same game. The knight defends the bishop. Can you get rid of the defender? Yes. This is, by the way, a very good move as well, because it's now not protected anymore, right? But now bringing the rook. So I also could have gone for something like this. But then, like I said, maybe let's take with the king. But these pawns, as they are connected, they're much powerful and much more powerful. And here I can just simply take the bishop, and yeah, now they're just not so strong anymore. Just trade off, like I said, to trade off some pieces. Pawn falls. Like I said, if you want to be very on the safe side, just give a check. king goes forward, maybe just here. But then I will, oh wait, then I will come in. Actually, that was the best idea. Already threatening checkmate, huh? Rook g8. Okay, I should have gone for this for sure. Okay, but if your opponent doesn't spot all that, like I didn't at that moment, you can just pick up these pawns. And this is also fine. Alright, so give a check. And I just gobbled up the pawns, making sure that there is no counterplay. The rook hangs and just leave the knight where it is and just checkmate. And this would also been a very beautiful checkmate, like I showed you a few moves earlier if I would have gone for queen to b2. But then on this square with the queen over there. But this works. Alright, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.